Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Checking in on the dollar and gold, starting with the dollar on the hourly, we're still trading fairly sideways. It does have a slight bullish lean because of the overall trend. If we zoom out, clearly bullish. And it's just sideways, healthy consolidation, building a base of support and a little bit of some higher lows trying to break resistance. We've got resistance at 103.23, a couple lower highs here at 103.15, and looking to head back to higher highs if the daily uptrend remains intact, which it certainly is doing so at this point. Normal, healthy sideways consolidation after a big bull move. So the hourly time frame, the key support I'm watching here, key short term, is this base that's being built down here, 102.77. We also have some higher lows up here, 102.83. So watching those two levels, which aren't really in question of being lost at this point. But it was very interesting because we had this sideways trading, but gold made a bull break today on the hourly time frame. We had a couple resistance levels with multiple tops, and the bulls broke both of those levels. We did see profit taking, a big upper wick from 1150, and we did see that profit taking pull back now for about a half dozen hours. We formed a bullish reversal doji, confirmed it, saw a little bit more of upside. But the key support now is the low of this consolidation following that breakout of 1135.61. We had some resistance at 1139.57. And I'd be looking up here at 1144.68. So where does that put us on the daily time frame? We finally have the 10-day moving average as support. Now, granted, it does come with a big upper wick of profit taking, but after a half dozen rejections from this resistance on the pullback, the fact that it is now support, the fact that we have a bullish MACD cross following out, and the RSI is coming off of 30 for the first time in what feels like almost a month here, this is the start of a bounce in my opinion, and I think it's going to be short term. I don't think we're going to do anything to change the overall daily trend, but after such significant downside, I think we're going to start seeing some higher lows and higher highs, and for this oversold bounce to play out. I'm going to be looking at 1160 psychological support, now resistance, previous support, now resistance, and then we'll be looking up at 1180 for the same reason. That's where these stair steps on the way down found support, so they should act as resistance on the way up. So looking for the start of some upside, going to be very cautious and going to be locking in profit when we have it, because we don't want to be fighting the overall trend, which if we look at pretty much every longer term time frame, daily and weekly, we know it favors the bears. But looking here on the weekly for gold, we had 6, 7 red weeks in a row. Was a bullish reversal, little doji down here last week, and we are currently on our way to confirming that bullish reversal candlestick. The weekly RSI is bouncing right off of 30, so definitely looking for this short-term bounce to play out. That being said, we need to be aware that the weekly chart could be a potential bear flag, depending on how the next couple of weeks goes. So we'll be very quick to lock in profit, but let's look at some of these bull names and see where their resistance levels are. JNUG, increase in bull volume, close at the high of the day. That's significant. And we're looking at resistance of 495 and then filling the gap to 535. So that gap fill could be a short-term target. Looking for this bullish MACD cross Checking in on NUGT, also seeing strength and also closing at the high of the day. So we see that momentum. We're already working on this gap fill. That's at 690. And then the middle Bollinger Band daily resistance, which rejected the price back in early December, is going to be key for both of these names as well. JNUG did get above it for a couple of days, but it's still a key resistance level to be watching. So bulls are showing up here. Let's see what's happening on these weekly time frames. Obviously, only one trading week in, or one trading day into the week. Bullish reversal hammer last week, already on our way to being confirmed. And checking in on NUGT, very similar. So again, have to be weary of these bear flags that have played out time and time again. But as of right now, the short-term momentum does favor the bulls. And we're looking at these bears JDST, very clearly a significant break from the bullish consolidation we were seeing. And we're looking at gap fills on the way down here as well. 43.90 for JDST. And checking in on Dust, the gap will actually has already filled at 60.56. Coming up to test that middle Bollinger Band, watching the bearish MACD cross. So I like these bull miners in the short term, and the question remains, how much upside can we get here? We need to be watching previous support, now resistance, the gaps, and the middle Bollinger Band on the daily time frame, and obviously gold and the dollar overall as well. If we see the dollar break this 102.77 level, gold should see a nice move to the upside, and then we should see those 1160 and 1180 levels that I just pointed out. So things are just turning around now, and we're looking for that 10-day moving average to continue to hold as support, and we're looking to head back up towards 1150, the resistance that we saw today from that quick spike to the upside. I appreciate you watching. We'll keep checking in here, and again, stop losses, if you're playing any direction, they're essential, especially if you're playing bullish. We are playing against the trend, just looking for an oversold bounce to play out. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night.